Oh my god! Nuclear holocaust on the drones!
Hey guys, and welcome to UC Davis Casting. This is AlphaFerg, and I'm going to be casting a game between Tbeezy and NMX BlazinT. And I'm excited because the title of this match, this titleless replay, is "Get Out of Here, Son!" So I'm excited to see what happens. So this is going to be a TvT on Antiga Shipyard. Tim is red, and Blazin is blue. Blazin. Okay. So I like this map. You know, you got a huge kind of open natural, and you can wall in here, you can wall in and protect closer to your mineral line, you can do a one base push, you can proxy Stargate way over here if you want to. You can do a lot of stuff. This map has a lot of options, very well received by the community. Good job, Blizzard. Good job. Both players electing to look like they're walling in, which I like. TvT builds, I'm not very good at them. I just build a lot of units right now. That is my TvT build mastery. So let me learn something. It looks like both players playing very similarly. Look at this. This is crazy right here. Barracks on the exact same timing. Very good stuff. Alright, so here I'm going to steal this build right now. Because both players are doing it, and therefore it must be good. So it's barracks, 14 refinery, and so it's going to be a 12 racks, 14 refinery. Let's see if it deviates, man. It's like scary how good they are at matching this up. Alright, 3 SCVs in there. As soon as the racks finishes, there's a deviation somewhere. Okay, so BlazinT got the orbital command. Tbeezy getting the tech lab. Tech lab is going to be Marauders or a Reaper. It could be a Reaper. Meanwhile, BlazinT isn't spent, so he's getting the earlier orbital command. There it is. Boom. The Reaper is coming out. It's coming at you, son. Better watch out. And here comes the SCV, smartly scouting, and this Marine is going to be able to, well, with his buddy, kill the SCV. But he knows where the base is, and the Reaper is on the field. Will this SCV be able to scout it? He sees the tech lab. Oh, and he sees the Reaper. So that's going to be a nice read there. And immediately you can see BlazinT is going to situate his Marines at the places you can get in. And because this is a 2-tiered main, you can get in through here, or you can go in through the main. So let's see where Tim elects to put this Reaper. And he's building another one. So, very interesting. And it looks like he is ignoring the front of his base. And he thinks Tim's going to come right up here. And actually, that's kind of a bad decision, right? Because if you know that the player knows you're going Reaper, he's probably not going to go up this ramp, you know, because of exactly this reason. The Reaper's never going to get up this right here when there's so many Marines. So you can actually only put 1 or 2 there, and instead defend over here. And it looks like Tim's going like mass Reaper. And he's getting a starport factory. So this is a very strong one-base push. And it looks like BlazinT maybe trying to get an expansion. No, he's doing the same thing. There's the factory. There is the starport. A nice scan to see it. Does BlazinT know anything? He doesn't. Tim knows everything. There's Hellions out, and it's going to be a Hellion drop or some sort. Meanwhile, Reapers are across the map. Looks like he has his own Hellion there to keep it hidden. They're doing the same thing, but Tim is behind. And that's not like, you know, oh, Tim isn't doing very well. No, Tim's behind. He's not doing well right now. He just has the Reapers. That's the only thing he has, and this army is not good against Reapers. It is very good against Reapers. I mean, this army is not good against this Hellion Marine. And will the Reapers get out of there? They manage to, but one does take a blast, and because they're light, oh my gosh, Hellions do so much damage. Tim is going to have to defend this. Look at, he's putting up a bunker. He is not sure of anything. He does have Reapers speed. What the hell? And Tim is just saying, I know you're pushing, but I'm going to go defend. And this is a huge force. Jesus Christ, look at this. Does he even have Marines? He has one, and here is the push. Oh my gosh. Tim, what are you doing, man? He landed his whole army, and he's taking out all the reinforcements. Oh my gosh, hang on, I gotta go back. Okay. So, Tim's army here picks up the Hellions, moves everything down. He has the medevac there. Picks off all the reinforcements. Genius. And now he's forcing the army of BlazinT to come back. You can see? And this is not going to go very well for Tim. He's trying to micro, but he can lift up. And now we're back on the game. But, okay, the Viking's smart, but these guys can walk in the base. I don't know, man. This is tough. He does have... This Viking is going to be able to pick off the medevac if it tries to get any closer, but I don't think BlazinT's going to be able to get up there, but here's the danger. This guy already has an expansion. And there are Banshees coming out. Tim putting down his expansion up here because he knows he can't get down there. 2 is natural. Where did Tim's Reaper go? I don't think there was any sort of... Yeah, so I don't think there was any sort of attack. So Tim has not been able to get over into BlazinT's base, and he is not doing very well right now. Just behind, and it looks like he's going to rely on this Banshees, and there's a Raven coming out. Going to be mass Hellions. Is there going to be anything to fight this Banshee? Look at this. Already a Viking. Perfect timing. See if he does manage to do any damage. But Tim is even going as far as getting Cloak, which is going to be completed soon. Looks like the Viking is on the wrong side of the map. But Tim is just falling behind. Look at the worker count. He's already 8 behind. This Hellion, or this Banshee's gonna have to do a lot of damage. And here comes even a siege push. Oh man! But the Viking is done. Banshee doing a lot of damage. Here comes a Marine. That's not gonna be enough. Banshee already has 5 kills, 6 kills. 2 Vikings walking over, and there's the scan. Will the Banshee be able to get away? I think he'll be good. And meanwhile, this push up here is might do a lot of damage. This tank right in the front, though, is already taking half health. This Banshee has 11 kills. And now it's going to go down. That's not even a question. Yep, Banshee go down. Okay, so Tim is going to have to find a way to fight against this push. It looks like BlazinT just says, you know what, forget it. I'm going back home. And Tim will be able to get up his natural for the first time on the game. Meanwhile, BlazinT does have a lot. So he actually lost a lot. Like those 11 worker kills, that's not small. If it wasn't 11 worker kills, it'd be 27 to 44. So that's definitely what Tim needed to get back in this game. He's still behind, but he's catching up, and that's important. So he's going to go, it looks like heavy mech and starport. There's 4 factories? 3 factories and 2 starports. So Tim is just saying, you know what, Bio? Get out! Never liked you anyway. That's nice, because he can actually not get medevacs. In the meantime, BlazinT's doing pretty much the opposite thing. He's getting Marine Tank, and that's going to need medevacs. But not bothering to repair this one medevac is actually going to do a lot of damage. Because the Vikings, yeah, 2 of them are going to snipe that thing in an instant. And without medevacs, the Marines are just that more useless. He does have some Vikings and a Raven. I'm not sure what his army control is. This an attack? No. What is he doing with his army? It's very strange. Looks like the Reaper is going to try to check the 3rd, or move around and explode almost instantly. But that's okay. So Tim is now catching up economically. He's 12 harvesters behind. Gotta remember to keep building SCVs, buddy. But he does have a lot of Hellions. These Marines are not long for this world with this many Hellions, and the Banshee can snipe. Oh man. The Marines go down, but the tanks are down as well, and that's actually a lot of Hellions. That battle did go heavily in favor of Tim, and he's going to be able to clean up these last Marauders, and he has a large number of Hellions. He has the siege tank. There's no siege yet, but it'll probably be done by the time he works his way over. And there's not a big army for BlazinT. Let's take a look at his unit count. He has 4 Marauders, 2 Marines, and that's it. And this is a lot of Hellions. And there's a tank, and there's 8 Marines, even throwing down an auto turret. But here comes the push. Auto turret goes down. This is getting in here. There's no tanks out in the field, and Tim just finished siege not soon enough. But Blue Flame Hellion does finish. Here's the tank, but it's already at half health. The Banshees are doing, you know what, that's what they're doing, a ton of damage. Get out of here, son. And BlazinT says, lol, and gets out. So a very interesting timing push, and pretty much exactly what Tbeezy needed. This Banshee has 7 kills, you can see. The tank is 5. Just, he had more units. BlazinT should not have committed to that kind of weird attack he did, where he had 1 0 hit point medevac. If you want to hang out, I'll show that attack again and just show you why it went so wrong. Moving back, moving around. Tim's doing good. Here comes the push. Never mind. They killed the Reaper. It exploded. Haha. And here comes the actual push. Okay. So Marines, tanks. Here come the Hellions. You can see the medevac exploded almost instantly. Marines are going down. So the tanks are doing a lot of damage, but because of the way that Hellions move, they surround like that, and that's it. And they have a lot of health. So they took a lot of damage, but they actually have, you know, 100 health, or 90 health, and they can take a lot of the siege tanks hits. The Banshee got a decent number of kills, and the medevac helps keep the Marines alive. So the only really, you know, he took a large hit to the Hellions, but he has all of this other army that wasn't there. And he had Marauders coming, which, you know, he kind of desperately needed, especially against the Hellions. But now the Hellion number is so high, Tim will be able to push in. He has more Vikings. These Marauders they get off 1 or 2 hits each. And this push, you know, you can just see how it's moving inward. And with the Marines, he's going to be able to do that much more damage to the air. And the Banshees, they are seen, but they just do so much damage. This one has 7 damage, and now with the Cloak, he does have the Raven, but now he has a great army against air, and he still has a lot of units coming in. So that's going to be it. It's Ferg, Tim saying get out of here. I agree. Bye, guys.